Omnidirectional conveyor belt. For many years, all branches of production have been depending on people and manual labor. With the development of mechanical engineering and technology in general, the situation began to change gradually. Today, if we look at the world's major factories, we can see that people's work has already been significantly reduced. However, there are still many tasks that can only be performed by people. Therefore, the most recent trend in technological development is the automation of these processes as well. Celluveyor is a conveyor belt developed by the German startup Celluveyor. It's a small hexagon with 3 wheels, each of them rotates in a certain direction. A single hexagon is useless in itself. As conceived, they must be used in a group. Together, dozens of hexagons create an omnidirectional conveyor belt. This means that the box with the goods first can move in any direction, and second can be sent to any part of the conveyor. Inventors believe that Celluveyor can be used in warehouses, factories, and assembly lines. A conveyor belt of this type, controlled by artificial intelligence, will take care of all logistic tasks much faster than a group of several people. Technological line. When we open a jar of, for example, pineapple slices in syrup, the fruit is already peeled and cut. At the same time, you probably know how difficult it is to peel a pineapple by hand. If there were people in the factories cleaning the fruit, the procedure would take a great deal of time. That's why companies are giving more and more preference to this type of equipment. This technological line was created by the Italian company P&D Fruit Processing Machinery. It consists of 2 machines. These are the PL2D and the SCMA. The first is designed to work with pineapples, melons, and butternut squashes. The equipment effectively removes the skin and eliminates the core, which is not suitable for eating. This machine handles 12 to 14 fruits per minute. There are, however, similar models whose productivity reaches 28 fruits per minute. The next step is a small manual processing. Before entering the SCMA, the skin residues of the melon and pineapple are peeled off. The fruit is then cut in half. All subsequent work is then carried out again by the machine. 2 cutting blocks are available. The first is a guillotine that makes a horizontal cut to produce slices. The second unit is then equipped with round rotating blades. They're responsible for the vertical cutting to produce the cubes. At this stage, the production rate is 18 to 20 fruits per minute. Dispenser. The following equipment that we'll show you is designed to work with meat. The manufacturer, the Spanish company Gesame, recommends using these machines in factories where hamburgers, meatballs, cannellonis, and other similar products are made. Here we have 2 models, the MH100 and the MH Super 114. The principle of operation of the dispenser is very simple. The special 24-liter tank can hold a large quantity of minced meat. The machine creates products with the necessary shape. The thickness, diameter, and type of product are then determined beforehand. In 1 hour, this machine creates up to 1,800 hamburgers and up to 3,600 meatballs. This machine works with people. They collect and stack the hamburgers and also form meatballs from the dispensed material. The MH Super 114 is a more powerful and modern machine. It produces up to 3,500 hamburgers and up to 6,000 meatballs per hour. Pay attention to the additional step through which the meat passes. The machine is equipped with a roller that adjusts the thickness of the product. It varies between 20 and 30 millimeters. The advantage of using this equipment is that it carefully controls the amount of meat produced. All portions are identical in weight. This means that the raw materials are used as economically as possible. Harvesting machine. It's time to move from workshops, factories, and companies to the farm, because this is where a large number of production processes begin. In the end, before the fruit can become a product ready for sale, someone has to pick it up. The two machines we're going to show you now are developed by COE, a California-based company. The C7 and the L2 models perform a number of complex but useful functions. This is a mobile platform that is installed under a tree that's ready to harvest. A special unit shakes the trunk of the tree. The ripe fruit then falls onto the platform and rolls onto the conveyor belt. Then a special industrial fan blows out the debris such as branches and leaves. This equipment is designed to work with a wide variety of crops. It can pick plums, apples or other fruits, olives and even nuts. The large platform of the C7 allows you to work simultaneously with several trees. As you can guess, the use of these machines significantly increases the harvesting speed. The harvesting method is delicate, so the quality of the fruit is not affected. Automatic farm. The world's population is constantly growing. If you look at the report of the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, you can find the following information. By 2050, humanity should double food production. Otherwise, there will simply not be enough food for everyone. Only machines can help increase production volumes so drastically. Some engineers are already thinking about it. Iron Ox is an American startup whose specialists have created a fully automated farm in San Carlos, California. Several robots are involved in the entire production cycle. The first robot picks up a tray of sprouted seeds and takes them to a special station. Here, the robot arm classifies the seeds depending on their stage of growth to optimize the space allocated to them. In other words, the youngest plants are placed close to each other, and the adult plants are then placed at a greater distance from each other. This classification allows the farm to be divided into areas where each plant receives the most appropriate care for its stage of development. In a 0.4 hectare farm, the same number of plants that would fit on a 12-hectare traditional farm is planted. The robots can also identify diseases of different crops as well as pests, and to report to the humans. In the future, the expansion of robotic agriculture will not only increase production volumes, people will also receive fresher food, as they won't have to travel long distances from the farm to the shop if it's located within the city. Automatic painting robot. The latest technology to accelerate production that we'll show you today is designed to take automobile factories to a new level. These are special automatic painting robots. Their work tool is a manipulator equipped with a sprayer on the end. As a general rule, these machines are complemented with a painting system as well as a color change system. All these processes are controlled by a computer. The operator only monitors and controls the process. The technology shown has a number of advantages. Firstly, the quality of the paint is much higher than manually. The robot applies the paint perfectly, even over the entire surface. Thus, the robot does the job in less time than a person. Not to mention the fact that human interaction with toxic paints is minimized.